All right, so I want to further expand upon a theory that I had back in 1.0. I believe that I mentioned it back in the 1.0 theories that you may find interesting. I believe that I mentioned it there in the Yinlin quest, because the Yinlin quest is where it stemmed from, is that the other MC is the main character's sibling. At first, I didn't really know what to do because we're still in the early stages of the game. Like, gang, we're in 1.1 right now, and we're about to go into 1.2. We are still in the early stages of the game. So I wanted to further expand upon this theory over the time, just a short amount of time actually. In 1.1, I like thought about a lot of things, and I want to further expand upon it and get you guys your thoughts on it, right? So I'll explain everything and go over my whole thought process. So back during the Yinlin quest, we make it to the encampment for the bad guys or whatever, and one of the old ladies, she questioned, where's our family? And I was just thinking to myself, family was highlighted. Do we actually have family? And in that, I suggested, maybe the other MC is our, brother slash sister, because we don't know a lot about the Rovers past just yet. And back in 1.0, I didn't know where to go with this theory, but with the information from 1.1, I've thought a lot about this, right? Now, first thing I want to point out is on the first thing that you see when you open the game, you see these two MCs, and they are separated by a rock on two different sides. And every time we open the game, we pick the sibling that we chose, right? But it's like, why do we do that? We already chose the sibling, so why do we always have to go back and go through this animation of going with the MC that you chose? Why are they always showing us both? And then I thought to myself, how can I further expand upon this? Two MCs, both on different sides, we choose one. What about the other one? Are we eventually going to be able to pick that one? How would that occur? How would we be able to pick the other MC? How would we be able to, see the perspective of the other MC if that were possible? This is just a theory, right? Fun little speculation. Now, something that I thought about during this thought process is what Scar said. Scar said that when we learn the truth about our past or whatever, that we will join the Fraxidus with open arms, which made me wonder why. Why would we just join the Fraxidus with open arms? Were we a part of the Fraxidus? How does that work? What was going on? And it made me wonder, who is the leader of the Fraxidus? Who? And then I got to thinking, what is the opposite of the Fraxidus? The Black Shores. Who was on the Black Shores? The MC, the Rover. The Rover is the Lord Arbiter above everyone else, right? And I have a theory on the Black Shores, and I believe that the symbol and the leader of the Black Shores is the goddess. And if the goddess is that, I think the Rover is kind of the same thing that the magistrate to the sentinel. I think that the Rover is that for that goddess. And especially with Alto saying that, oh, my supervisor has the will of a star. And if we go along that lines, and the supervisor is the leader or whatever, we have that. The leader of the Black Shores is basically the Rover, right, by connection to the goddess. Who is the leader on the Fraxidus side? What if the other MC is the leader on the Fraxidus side? During the Chang Li quest, the importance of the game Weiji, of the Go game, right? The importance of that was even teased way back in the first teaser for the entire game. We see a board. We see, actually, is that a chessboard? Or I'm assuming that they're playing Weiji, but it is kind of like you see the dragon looking figure, and the other side, I'd imagine that's a Threnodian on the side of the Fraxidus, right? So you have these two opposing sides going at each other. And I'm just thinking to myself, is this all just one big game of Weiji between the Rover and the other MC? I'm expanding upon it, but like this is just a early, if this may be the case, I don't know, that I could be talking out of my ass, but it would be cool. If you think about it, it would be so cool. I don't know of any game that has done something like this in the gacha open world, pick a character genre, where eventually you'll be able to play both of the MCs. And I think Kuro can break that, and Kuro can do that, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not saying that there isn't any game. I just don't know of that game, if there is a game like that. But I'm saying, if Kuro can make it so that we can play both of the MCs, and one is on the side of the Fraxidus and one is on the side of, per se, the Black Shores or whatever, right? Because 1.3, we're about to go to the Black Shores. I'd imagine that we're going to learn a lot about what's going on with the Black Shores, but also we have the Fractidus stuff that we are going to learn. I'd imagine we'll learn a lot more about the Fractidus, considering what happened with Scar. Scar got arrested. Okay, and then Rover said, okay, I got to break out Scar. I'd imagine after they break out Scar, there's going to be some type of meeting about what happened, their failure with reviving, not really failure because the Threnodian did escape, but the failure of, capturing Jue and sustaining Jue. But I don't even know if they was meant to keep Jue captured. I don't know, but they gained a lot of information from that with the Second Awakening thing. And I'd imagine that they would have to relay that to the other Fractidus members. So I'd imagine that we will see a trailer that they do for on YouTube or something of the meeting with the Fractidus. They need to do something like that, or at least the cutscene of Scar being broken out, and then we see him on call with other Fractidus members or something like that, and they're discussing what happened. We need to see something like that so we can get a gauge of the other enemy faction. And if we see the other MC is the leader or something, I think this might be one big game of Go between the Fractidus and their polar opposite, which is the Black Shores. I think, and it keeps resetting. The game keeps resetting. This sibling won at this time, and then the other sibling won at this time, and then it keeps resetting, which is why we're on Solaris 3, because this is the third game of Go that they're playing. But I don't know. When I make theories, I think I'm probably not right, but this would be cool, and it would be a cool concept of being able to play both MCs. But I don't know how receptive y'all would be of that. But I just want to plant that seed in y'all head and make y'all think, because this is something that I've been thinking about since 1.0, and it further got expanded upon, and I wanted to share this with you guys. So I think the other MC may be evil. Fractidus versus the Black Shores, the Rover versus the other MC. That would be so much that would be fire. And then we learned that they're our family, and I'm stumbling on my words, but you get the gist of it by now. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I feel like I'm on to something here, but I also feel like I'm on to nothing and I'm just chatting right now. But I feel like it was a cool thought and a cool idea to share it with y'all. I'm a One Piece fan, so if you know anything about One Piece fans, we make theories about damn near anything, you feel me? And there are motherfuckers that can make a theory, oh my god, Luffy just picked his nose. What does that mean? Is he gonna, blow up? He's gonna use Gear 5, take the burger out of his nose, make it into a bomb and flick it at someone? Anything is possible. So I have that mindset of what is the craziest thing that I can think of that could happen that seems in the gauge of possibility. And I think that this does seem like something that could be possible. And if it's not, it's okay. You feel me? I like not being able to predict stuff, but if it is, that would be fire. That would be fire, because I called that shit way before we even seen anything. I called that shit. That would be crazy. But let's see what happens. I think it's a pretty, a fun little theory to think about, and it's a fun little thing to speculate about the story, and just have some fun with the story. As you can tell, I don't have a script for this. I literally just went off the dome. All of this is just off the dome. But yeah, please let me know what y'all think, and if you have anything to further expand upon, put it in the comment section. And if you liked it, subscribe for more, because I plan on doing more theories and stuff and discussing the story, because I'm really interested in the Wuthering story. I didn't think I'd be this interested this early. We are very early in. I don't know, man. I'm just praying that we get a Fractidus cutscene and it's in a Kotsky-esque meeting, and they're just standing around and in a line just talking to each other, and we see the group dynamic and the different personalities. I just want to see something like that. That would be so fire. And then we get the teasers of the enemies that I think will eventually be playable. We'll figure that out if Scar becomes playable or if Rover becomes playable, but they should be playable. And then you see how crazy the forte abilities and things can be, and what theirs be. You feel me? If Camellia has these plant fucking so much, bro. I just want to. And then you think of the Lord Arbiter, the Rover. What if the other MC can do the same things that we can do, absorb the power of the Threnodians, and that's why they're trying to revive the Threnodians so they could take that power, and then they could have that power instead of the other Rover had that power, and it's just a game of Wei Ji fighting for territory and power. I just think it would be fire.